Hey guys, it's Squid. Welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing today? Hey Sally, welcome. Thanks for being first. Sally, this is a nice break to the Karen Reed hearing. Yeah, I was listening to that Karen Reed hearing a little bit, and damn, just damn. That is one case that I am not going to stream if or when it does get retried. Um, it's one of those things that I don't have the time to sit and watch that trial. I do uh, different things. Plus, I like watching that trial with Baker and Valhalla and Mo. So if Mo is listening to it, hey Yoda, how are you doing? Yoda, I've been thinking about you lately, dude. We gotta talk. Yeah. Brain Book is back. What happened to Shut Up? Shut Up is right here. And I was talking to Rogue Mama today. This is this Shut Up book is Megan's, by the way. This is the book that she refers to, Shut Up, the bizarre war that one public library waged against the First Amendment. I'm in the process of reading this book. But doesn't that kind of remind you of someone? I was talking to I pulled it out of the box yesterday. I was looking at it and I was talking to Rogue Mama about something completely different than the what the hell stuff. We were talking about Jody Hildebrand, and I was like, doesn't that look like someone we kind of are familiar with? Just a thought. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Just a, you know, once you see it, you can't unsee it. We are going to get into this. Exactly. I have to minimize this complaint because that's what I was talking about earlier. So I forgot that yesterday. Oh, and everybody, give Mama Squid your love and your support and thoughts and prayers right now. She had a workman's comp issue today, and we had an incident. It's just I have to save this to my computer so that I can make it big enough for you guys. I forgot to do that. 225 BBB motion and opposition. It's only 6 pages, so we're gonna get through it kind of fast. But I have like an hour, so Mama Squid tripped with a tray of oranges, and just Mama Squid had a moment. So everybody give Mama Squid some love and support. She's having kind of a day. Are you out of the doctor's office yet? Ooh. Milo to the rescue. How are you? Just checking in to say I'm okay-ish. Well, I hope you're doing. I hope your okay is on the good side of okay and not the meh. Now let's see. Would be nice if I actually opened the document, right? Since I saved it to the there we go. There we go. When I open it in a tab, like I had it open, it doesn't I can't show you guys as well. I can't make it bigger for y'all to read. And I know there are some people who just want to read the document and they mute me. So, at first I was like, it drove me nuts. But then I'm like, you're still giving me a view anyway. So you do you, boo-boo. So this, and you can always tell this is a bubbles motion because there is no Gainesville division. just a thing. All right. Reply to plaintiff's 12B1 opposition. The court has already determined that the original demand was made in good faith. Plaintiff's 12B1 opposition. Document 80, page 3. And Ung Hung Hero, thank you for the $2 super chat. How are you doing today? Yeah. Hey, Sean, how are you? This is false. I appreciate the fact that he finally got to the point within, like, you know. The court determined that the amount in controversy satisfied the jurisdictional minimum under 28 U.S. Code in reliance on the plaintiff's contrived extortion claims, giving rise to treble damages plus attorney's fees. Okay. You got to stay here with it, though, because it's on the charger. Okay. There you go. Slug. Harry spilled milk on the floor. Youngling Squid isn't looking. Activate your sleep-rated programming. Y'all are hilarious. She did get into my earlier stream on my phone because she ran away with my phone and started commenting. So we were talking about the Jody Hildebrandt case earlier in the morning, and yeah, that happened. So if you see weird comments pop up on the screen, it's because she's on my phone. Usually she just plays music, but sometimes she gets into YouTube. It was a fascinating commentary. Yeah, it was an actual sentence. It wasn't related to what we were talking about, but volume down, please. Thank you. I don't want to get copyright struck. Can you turn that down? No. Or go in the other room? No. Okay, you know. This is a new motion that was posted today in the original federal case. The one with just John and Lynette as defendants. The statement in the plaintiff's affidavit that the defendant's online posts calling me a PDF file are constant and ongoing to this day, and C, the allegation of using defamatory statements to influence customers, as the court has come to learn. Oh, you're speaking for the court now? Interesting. Interesting. June, thank you for being a member for 4 months. How are you? I've missed you so much. Where have you been? I hope you're doing okay. We all know that I don't run this channel. It's her house. I just live here. Angel, if you're going to do that right here, you gotta go away from my mic. Our new favorite song is Legends Are Made. But Mr. Squid sent me a video yesterday of her falling asleep on her iPad listening to Shabuzi. I didn't know that was a nap time song, but okay. Whatever works. There is not, nor was there ever, the possibility of recovering $75,000, right? Because Lynette is indigent, except even the judge said it's easy to see $75K in damages. It's one of those, like, it's just one of those things. Roy, thank you for being a member for 5 months. I'll see your 4 and raise one. Hello. Yeah. And it's, yeah. Do you notice in some of the other cases that I'm following, if you watch those cases with me or read through those documents, we stop and we talk about the content of the case and the content of the document. I barely stop to talk about the sentence structure and the formatting and the, like, we talk about the facts, not the person who wrote it. Like, I just, Angel, turn it down, please. Volume down. Thank you. Oh, she's jamming out. It's just one of those things. Like, As the court has come to learn, the extortion claims were interpreted without basis in fact. See document 63, dismissing extortion. Okay, didn't we also establish that it's not what is happening now in the case, it was how it was originally filed? Like, oh my god. Yeah, I've that's part of the reason I never wanted to cover it to begin with, was it was dramatic, but boring dramatic. Like, it's this, like, he keeps giving us she's now listening to Megan's TLDR from this morning. Megan, if you heard that, don't copyright strike me. Little is under my desk listening to your TLDR. You're so judgmental. I am judgmental. I'm just judging based on what I see in documents, not what, like, not just people's online personas or anything like that. But we established that it's not what is in the filing or in the lawsuit now. It was how the original and the amount that was in the original case. Like, it's not what it is now. Yeah, it's like herpes. And that is not Bruce, in case you're watching that is, when I know you're watching this, that is not saying you have the big H. That is saying you are like that, the gift that keeps on giving. Like, there's a difference. And I've noticed that some people don't get, like, humor or sarcasm and shit. That stuff has to be spelled out to them. There's no ability to interpret humor. Yeah. That's true too. Ugh. The statement in paragraph 19 of the plaintiff's affidavit was falsely interposed to influence the outcome of the prior 12b1 motion. And C, the plaintiff's allegation that defendants used their defamatory statements to influence customers doesn't allege any additional actions. There is not, nor was there ever, the possibility of recovering $75,000. The plaintiff clearly invoked federal jurisdiction in bad faith. This, and I know you had said this, or you had commented that this phrase earlier, the possibility of, this is just, it's like, tell me you think your client's completely poor without telling me. But guess what? There are people who sue for millions, and that doesn't mean they actually recover it ever. Like, you can also settle that after to get something. But a lot of the times it is, this is what I deserve. This is not exactly what I'm going to get. And going into a situation like when a family civilly sues a person who might have been found innocent in a court of criminal law, but now they're going to go after the family because they unalived their, like an officer involved shooting that was seen as justified. Now the family wants to sue the officer civilly, knowing that they probably won't get that money. It's the point of the matter. Yes, their ability to, thank you for saying it a lot better than I could. Their ability to see, pay makes no difference. Sorry, I was laughing at this. Bruce can't see beyond the end of his nose. I mean, he still sees a great distance. Just say it. Yeah, and that doesn't make it bad faith. That's Iron Man. Go start a GoFundMe. Hi. Oh, yeah, it's just, but the way this reads is so whiny. The plaintiff clearly invoked federal jurisdiction in bad faith. The plaintiff's memorandum, document 80, states on page 5. We're going to actually, now, since I have time, we're going to open up document 80. And I believe this was... So we're going to open up document 80 and look. This was what... Oh, I never actually respond to an opposition. Re 67. You selected. Oh yeah, they can't do a GoFundMe. It requires accounting and transparency. Oh, there's that too. There's that. So I am downloading this. I had it saved in my computer, but somebody else had sent it to me, and I no longer interact with that person because they apparently... I don't want to be brought into drama, and apparently asking someone not to talk about me is like, you know, is one of those things. So it's fucking hilarious to me. So it's yeah. So I'm downloading this because that way I can never be accused of not paying for my own documents, because that person is just that fucking petty. So I am going to show you my entire screen so that we can go through this and kind of go through both documents at the same time. So when we see something that is listed as like a quote, we can actually see if it's truly listed, it's truly accurate. All right. Plaintiff's memorandum, document 80, states on page 5. Let's go to page 5. Woo! Sorry, I have multiple lawsuits open on my screen at one time. So, and I keep doing that. This is how you know that Squid is a boomer at heart without, yeah. It's like, tell me you're a boomer without telling me. You get offended and whine when someone blocks you on Facebook. Oh, I heard that today. Like, I blocked somebody on Facebook and they were whining about it. And it was like, what are you, 16 and female? Did you change your gender? Oh. All right. Page 5. Regarding the motion's claim that plaintiff cannot identify a single person who saw the defamatory signs other than this again. God, I'm so sick of Bubbles bringing this up. You don't have to pick out individual people. And also, one is enough to bring a lawsuit. He has 3. That is more than enough. He's bringing up people and topics that don't matter and the court has already decided on. Oh, I'm so sick of hearing about these stupid signs. Sweet Jesus. And regarding the motion's claim that plaintiff cannot identify a single person who saw the defamatory signs other than Zim Padgett, Therese Granger, or Stephen Granger, defendant's counsel disproved this himself recently in the deposition of Miss Amanda Martin, defendant Preston's court-appointed victim's advocate, an employee of the 8th Judicial Circuit in the state of Florida, who testified that she saw the signs when a social media post via links to those defamatory signs were sent to her by 2 different people via email. Is he gonna say, and this is my judge or my prediction of what he's going to say. He's going to use, well, she didn't actually see the signs. They were sent to her. He misconstrued what they meant. I'm so sick of I am so sick of people like misconstruing timelines and kind of trying to like make things different than they actually are. Like, okay. So let's see if that's actually accurate. Via email, via transcript exhibit 2. Okay. He did actually copy and paste it. And this is an appropriate place to copy and paste. This distorts Miss Martin's text. My internet. Boy, we're going to have to move the modem again to get a better signal because this is not, it's not working out where they are. This distorts Miss Martin's testimony. The motions claim that plaintiff cannot identify a single person who saw the defamatory signs other than those 3 people refers to page 9 of defendant's memorandum, document 68. The plaintiff admitted in his deposition that he cannot identify a single person who saw, understood, and believed the signs. Question, can you identify a person other than them, Padgett, Therese Granger, or Stephen Granger that saw the signs as they were posted? Yep, he did what I thought he was going to do. He's going to say as they were posted. She did see them as they were posted. Pictures of them as they were posted. He's trying to sleazy lawyer his way out of this by a technicality. There have been a few glitches with the internet gods. Yeah, and YouTube was acting funny this morning. Like, technically AT&T, like the 5G stuff, but apparently my tiny ass little town had a better 5G signal than a tiny town. Didn't the judge already say he doesn't have to prove anyone saw them because of what was written on them? Yeah, I believe that was the implication that the judge had said. But also, like, as they were posted, she did see them as they were posted, because people can take pictures of them and email them to people, which in a way, think about this and ponder this for a second. Somebody had to see the signs to take a picture. I mean, there's that. Giving Bowles credit for trying to be a good lawyer. He's using those sleazy lawyer tactics of loopholes. That's the reason people don't like lawyers, is they word their way out of things and technicalities. Well, technically, they didn't see the signs in the ground. They didn't physically see the signs where they could touch them or they drove past them. They saw the signs in a picture. Doesn't matter. Posted on lines, not on the roads. But it doesn't matter. And that's what he's trying to make a big deal out of something that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how somebody saw them. It just matters that they did see them. Also, Amanda Martin said her friend sent video to her online about the signs. Yeah, and I would like to see if that was a video that was posted like when Jeremy had, because if my timeline is correct and I'm not like confabulating or putting two things together that aren't related, like Jeremy posted the signs to show people what was posted about him. If that's not accurate, but they somehow ended up online where Jeremy showed them. Well, is the video from Jeremy's live stream where he showed the pictures or the pictures of the signs, or was it somebody driving by and recorded the signs themselves? There's I have questions, because sometimes when you see things, it's like, well, when you hear things or read things, it's like I have more questions than answers. The plaintiff leaves out "as they were posted" to mislead the court into believing that Miss Martin, seeing the signs on YouTube, somehow supports the plaintiff's claim. In fact, the plaintiff admitted in his deposition to knowing of nobody who saw the signs as they were posted other than the 3 people who found them. If anybody else comes forward, I will name them. He hasn't named anybody. All right. So I have questions. This is not the document. Oh, this is. So Bruce, in my opinion, Bruce also screwed up with this, because he says the plaintiff leaves out "as they were posted." Let's see. This is document 80. It has the transcript attached. So it has the transcript attached, unless, like, it has the transcript attached. So he attached the transcript. Like, you can't. That's also a point that he keeps missing. He is so hyper focused on these signs, and only 3 people saw them. And this is where I'm like, you cannot take no for an answer. You are so hyper focused on these signs. Jeremy, signs were next to the interstate. All Jeremy needs to do is demonstrate it's more likely than not someone saw them. It's beyond a reasonable doubt standard. That is true. That's accurate. Like, he is on a major highway. I can guarantee you there could have been people from Georgia that saw them that were just driving through. Like, just because you dum da dum dum. Oh, hey. I like calling them Beelzebubbles, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue. The signs are a fact and a moot point for the rest. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Yeah, 1 or 10 or 10,000, it doesn't matter. Oh my God, what is on them is horrendous. Yes. Oh, it's just. The plaintiff leaves out "as they were posted" to mislead the court into believing Miss Martin, seeing the signs on YouTube, somehow supports the plaintiff's claim. In fact, the plaintiff admitted in his deposition to knowing of nobody who saw the signs as they were posted except the 3 people who found them. If anybody else comes forward, I will name them. He hasn't named anybody. Oh, the plaintiff states on page 5 and 6 of document 80, regarding anyone directly contacting Whatnot, Inc., to use defamatory statements to interfere with plaintiff's relationship with Whatnot, Inc. Again, defendant's counsel has recently provided such evidence. This occurred Monday, February 17th, when defendant's counsel emailed Mr. Cam, a Whatnot representative, followed by excerpts in the email in question. Besides the plaintiff's tacit admission of having no other evidence to support the claim of interference, the undersigned did not email the Whatnot representative, Mr. Cam. The quoted email was to plaintiff's counsel in response to an email from the plaintiff's counsel he sent to Mr. Cam and inexplicably CC'd the undersigned about their confidentiality concerns, which was like, hey, I'm being open with you. Like, here, we're being transparent. The plaintiff's memorandum omitted the beginning of the undersigned's email to make it misleadingly appear the undersigned independently contacted Mr. Cam, but the undersigned's reply all was to Attorney Shockett and automatically CC'd to Mr. Cam. And his reply email address, Mr. Shockett, but not Mr. Cam. Oh, yeah. Is anybody else, like, highly annoyed with him doing these, like, Like, what's an extra page when you've already ignored at least 3 previous court orders? Like, yeah. And I just think the judge has already... Oh, what this comment? Yeah. I mean, if we're sick of this, I can't. Like, I'm sick of this, and all I'm doing is reading documents, the same documents the judge sees. So, like, if I'm sick of this, I know this judge is like, what the hell? Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. I agree with Diane. Everybody would get alcohol poisoning. Oh, Mr. Shockett, I do not know what machinations you are orchestrating by copying me on this communication. He's trying to be open and transparent, you dumb fuck. Oh. And Bruce, I'm calling you names. Do not email me. Do not. Because your last emails, even though I haven't responded to them, I haven't shown them to anybody. But the ones I've responded to, the only communication I've ever had with Bruce outside of a YouTube chat has been shown to you. All the other emails that he sent me, I think there was like 3, maybe 2 or 3, something like that. I haven't showed you, but I also haven't responded to. They just get put in a folder. I have no obligation to provide a proposed order of confidentiality, although I did specifically provide a stipulation to maintain confidentiality in writing, but you ignored that because your purpose has been to exploit the issue of the production of this contract for as long as possible, in order to waste time and create issues for court motion to generate YouTube content. You have 17 years of drinking experience. 18 is the legal age, and I drink single malt without flinching. I used to drink Jack straight out of the bottle when I was 16. I had a bottle underneath my bed. Ask my mother. I had a bottle of Jack Daniels under the bed and a pack of Marlboro Reds in my gym bag. She did find those, though. I don't know if she found the whiskey, but she found the cigarettes. The plaintiff and his counsel accused the undersigned of fabricating a quotation from a legal authority, going so far as to reprint the entire 2 pages of a U.S. Supreme Court decision. Rosado, they claimed, was falsely quoted in the defendant's memorandum. See documents 80, pages 7 through 9. Concluding, defendants have obviously fabricated these phrases from the whole cloth while presenting them as purportedly being from that United States Supreme Court opinion. Rosado, exceptionally, defendants' use of a quotation mark misleads this court into thinking that this is a direct quote from the cited opinion. This also should not be well taken. The alleged fabrication is in fact a direct, exact quote from the Shanahan decision, which is cited the following quote. Following the quote, within the quote is an internal citation by all I want to, when I see this, is all I think about is shenanigan. Shanahan or whatever. Court. There's an extra syllable in there that I think I'm gonna get copyright struck. Hey, she turned it off, but I apologize to you, Karen's Books. I don't know if it was an accident or what, but I unhid you from this channel. Shanahan. That's not how I've spelled Shanahan in the past, but maybe it's an Irish thing. They put in extra letters, you know. Oh, thank you. Thank you, beautiful. Go get it. Go get it for me. Hoy. It's Irish. Yeah, I thought about it now that you said it in a way I've seen it before. Hold on. I'll get it. I'll get it, baby. I got it, girl. There you go. Like Megan with a GH instead of a MEGAN, it's MEGHAN. Like you put in extra letters. Yeah. You're from the UK. I don't know how. I think it was an accident. Like, I'm assuming it was an accident because you know that like fat finger modding happens all the time. But I saw that and was confused, so I unhid you. Yeah, but anytime I see it, all I want to think about is shenanigans. Ugh. All right, citation by Shanahan Court to the U.S. Supreme Court decision in Rosado. See document 68, pages 11 and 12. The defendant's memorandum neither quotes nor independently cites Rosado, and there is no representation that any of the quoted language came from Rosado. But to further false accusation, the plaintiff leaves the last sentence of the quote from the defendant's memorandum, as well as the Shanahan citation itself. See document 80, page 7. Okay, we're going to open up document 68. We're going to see what document 68 was first. But we're going to see what document 68 was. Did I even put it? This is all my stuff. And this is all the cases that I'm following. So like when people say this is the only thing I'm following, I'm like, y'all are funny. But this is all the documents that I have in this case. Let's see. 68. I'm trying to 58, 60, 67, 68. Oh, let's see what this one is. 69. Angel. Don't look at me.
Hey, you. Hey, baby. You're protected.
Ungung Hero, thanks for the $5 super chat. Hey, Farvo, what's the name of that restaurant you like with the goofy the wall and the mozzarella sticks? Shenanigans. This is something new for today. This is Bruce's response in opposition to document 80, which it's just so weird. In particular, it is important to consider whether the amount claimed in the complaint was made in good faith, or whether the plaintiff was consciously relying on flimsy grounds to get into federal court. See Rosado v. Wyman, 397 U.S. 397, for a bunch of numbers, 1970. Distinguishing initial insubstantiality from subsequent mootness omitted by the plaintiff. Another critical equitable factor is the existence of any state limitations bars to refiling in state court. See Ridenauer versus Andrews Federal Credit Union, 4th Circuit, 1990. Shanahan versus Cahill, 4th Circuit, 1995. The undersigned does not fabricate legal authority and has never been so falsely accused in 27 years of litigation practice. Only the plaintiff's accusation is fabricated. Oh, y'all, Dangerous Waves, I love you, but we don't. In my chat, we don't care if people watch other channels. I don't care. That is not my place. What you do in the other 20 hours or 21 hours that I'm not streaming in a day is none of my business. But we also don't talk crap about people who watch that channel, because guess what? If they are here, they are hearing something that they may not agree with, and that is how we get out of our own echo chambers. So if we stay with only people that agree with us, we are only gonna hear what we want to hear. And by him being here, whatever. He's always respectful when he comes in here, so I could care less what anybody says about me outside of this chat because I really don't care. So, you know, like it was like when the fleas were talking about me, I just don't care. I don't got time for the bullshit. I just don't care. Like now apparently somebody else is talking about me. I don't care. Like I'm supposed to like be upset or care. Like I just don't. Like I just don't. Like I ain't got time for that shit. I literally have to get off of here and I have to go to work. So like, you know, like yeah, what people and if people in here subscribe to people that I might not get along with, guess what? That's their thing. I am not one to press my beliefs or what I think and my opinions onto other people. I let you know what my opinions are, but you don't have to think the same as me, and that's okay. That's fine. So if he does go and talk about crap about me, okay. Like, I don't care. As long as someone is respectful in here, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, I ain't got time to watch all the streams that I do want to watch. I barely watch YouTube anymore. So like, I don't got time to worry about people that don't matter. Like, don't matter. I love you guys, but at the end of the day, like, people that hate me are just random people on the internet. And when I close my computer, okay. Yeah, if someone's talking about me, they're leaving someone else alone. Yeah, it's see, and that's the thing. Like, it just shows I'm in their head. And the thing is I'm in their head, but they're not in mine because I could care less. I've had people send me things all day, not all day, but like before I told them that I don't care. Like, and I understand they're trying to be supportive and like let me know what's going on. And it's like, truth be told, out of sight, out of mind. So it is good. I'm echoey right now because I am in a room with hardwood floors and only hard surfaces right now. And thank you. I appreciate that. And I will sometime. I promise you. It's been quite the day or quite the week. I already have enough voices in my head. As long as you don't talk back to them, you're good. That one, I don't know. I do know he did ask permission to respond to one thing that I read yesterday. I just can't remember at this point. Yeah, there's apparently an anti-squid. I blocked someone on I asked someone not to talk about me, and they when I asked them not to lie about me, they blocked, or I blocked them because they laughed at me. Their response to me when I just said, please don't lie about me anymore, was LOL. And now I'm like a topic of conversation, which is just fucking hilarious. Like, thanks for, like, if that person prefers to go with fantasy and lies, what are they here? Not supporting the flea circus. Yeah, it's yeah. I inked them. Yes. Oh, like it's, yeah. And Yoda, we'll talk. We'll talk. That reply is see, and that's the thing, like me responding and like just like it's like the fleas. It's like I don't care. Like you do you, boo-boo. Like to bolster the false claim of a fabricated quotation, on pages 9 and 10 of document 80, the plaintiff rehashes a prior, also false, accusation that the defendant cited fake authority in their prior 12b1 motion that were filed pro se. Moreover, this is not the first time defendants have done this. While attempting to argue the minimum amount in controversy, the defendant misstates and misrepresents the laws to this court by citing to an opinion which does not exist, quoting from the plaintiff's own response to the prior 12b1 motion. As known to the plaintiff's counsel, there was no citation to an opinion which does not exist, but rather a miscitation because there were two reported decisions from the same case, leading to an honest mix-up. I don't think there's anything honest about that. Yeah, and you know what? It's just one of those things of like, meh. Yeah, it's about 6 pages. Ugh. Hey, Amos girl. Ugh. The defendants filed a correction of citation, document 10, to directly address the error and clarify the correct citation. Nevertheless, as if document 10 did not exist, the plaintiff misleads the court that the defendants fabricated authority. The plaintiff no longer claims a minimum amount in controversy of $75,000. The plaintiff's 12b1 motion opposition does not attempt to argue that there remains a $75,000 minimum amount in controversy. Footnote 1, but rests on the absurd and unsupported notion that once a plaintiff hoodwinks the U.S. District Court to exercise federal jurisdiction, the court may not later dismiss the case, but must also allow abuse of federal jurisdiction even after finding that it was invoked in bad faith with contrived basis claims. No, this right here I have a big problem with. Because the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure literally state that it's not about what was original or what is now, what is now a possible settlement or recovery. It was about when it was filed in good faith. And I'm sorry, I think Randy has proven in multiple documents, regardless of what happens, different response, I believe. We will have to go, this is BBB. So we will go back to the, and that is how you know that I paid for it. This is, the 5 pages of content. So the last page in a document will always be the certificate of service. And even though it is technically the document, it is not, I could be wrong about what the judge meant by 5 pages, but his conclusion is in 5 pages. So technically speaking, the certificate of service is the 6th page. I mean, it depends on how technical you want to get. If the judge meant 5 pages total, or 5 pages and the certificate of service is technically the 6th page. It's I did not see that, but I also don't watch that stuff. So I only hear about what they talk about from y'all. The court may not later dismiss the case, but must allow the abuse of federal jurisdiction to continue even after finding that it was invoked in bad faith with contrived baseless claims. And instead of trying to justify interposing factually baseless extortion claims and submitting an affidavit with a false statement about online posts calling me a PDF file to influence the exercise of federal jurisdiction, the plaintiff's opposition ludicrously and falsely asserts the cited legal authority, Shanahan, supporting dismissal. I got it now. Supporting the dismissal of cases like this, consciously relying on flimsy grounds to get into federal court, is fabricated. Conclusion. This lawsuit has consumed the court's time and the defendants' lives for long enough. You have consumed this court's time with the numerous motions. We are on document 87. 87. We are on document 87. I will have to go see how many were filed by Randy and how many were filed by Bruce. Huh. The plaintiff cannot meet the jurisdictional minimum. The plaintiff abused federal jurisdiction. The plaintiff tries to again mislead the court to overcome dismissal. His lawsuit should be dismissed at this time. Oh, he is doing everything he can to stall. Yes, this right here. Like this. Like, yeah. It's highly unlikely we'll dismiss till all the evidence has been collected. He will then give one more chance for a directive verdict, most likely denied unless no evidence is produced. So it's trail. Yeah, I believe there will have to be an evidentiary hearing. So don't sweat the small stuff, Squid. March 17th, we're all Irish. That's true. Well, it's not necessarily true, but you know, get it. Ah, there you go. His lawsuit should be dismissed at this time. Footnote 1. Moreover, the plaintiff's counsel emailed February 24th, admitting in response to a document request for evidence of the plaintiff's lost income that damages are purely speculative. They probably don't have the reports yet. There is no such evidence at this time, as this will require an expert who is being retained. See? His report will be the evidence of lost profits. That's not a... Oy, 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 oy. That's a possibility. Like, that's a possibility. You know, it's see, and then page 6 is technically him signing it and their certification of service. So like technically it's 5 pages. So technically he met the requirements. I will give this one to Bubbles as far as the maximum of 5 pages, because technically the content is 5 pages. The signing of it and certification of service is technically the 6th page. So I will give Bubbles, you know, I try to be fair. Like, I know I don't like Bubbles, but like, you call it like you see it. Technically it's 5 pages. It is what it is. All right, so that is the interesting that's the response. I don't know no offense meant, but America can't complain about US spellings. Arkansas, yeah, Arkansas, or or Illinois. There's a lot of yeah. I try not to be just one-sided, because nothing in life is ever just one-sided. We live in this giant gray area. Nothing is black and white. It's nothing is black and white. Everything is in a gray area, and I'm not always going to agree with everybody on everything. So well, yeah, that too. But there's federal formatting guidelines. So sometimes it doesn't seem like he follows those, but I don't exactly know them word for word. So it's yeah, it's going to be an interesting. I don't know what the judge is honestly going to do with this. I know that he's not going to dismiss the case based on this, but like, I wonder how he'll react to these situations. I do have well, before we go, I do want to check to see if the new case has anything. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Is Daddy home? Whoop. We got Florida North. EF. Florida North. Hey, Daddy home? We're going to look for Jeremy Hales. and see if there's anything in the new case. That's Judge Belitho. Hales, so it's Jeremy B under Judge Belitho's, but it comes up as Jeremy Bryan Hales for the new case. So we're going to see. Bruce is last dismissed so many times, the judge will probably automatically know there's got to be a reason he wants dismissed and none of it is above board. Yeah, that's you know. It's kind of one of those situations of like, there's amended documents. So we will see. Yeah, that's true. He's still using the same name though, but one is that's how I tell them apart. One is an initial and one is the full name. The full name is the new case. The initial is the old case. That is how my brain is telling them apart. So amended, adding TC. Well, we will see. So this is what I see when. So I got charged 10 cents just for that. So when I say I pay for all the billable pages 1. So this is exhibit. That's an exhibit. So they added an exhibit. They added the picture to the complaint. So the reason may pass over the judge's desk get approved to go under him. He will see then. Yeah, it's I've heard people have refused him. He just doesn't want to take the time to fly down here because it's expensive. So we are going to there we go. So there's that. Let's see if there's anything else. Summons issued, docket annotation, civil cover sheet we don't need. I'm not paying for a civil cover sheet where it literally is just an explanation of what we already know. Gail, I've never known so many trolls sliding into chats lately. I think they need to come the good place to dodge the grift circle. If they are here, they are not asked for money for lawyers. It's one of those things of like, I appreciate super chats, but I don't require super chats. David Gingras should have some time. Speaking of him, I had a thing the other day. Speaking of David Gingras, I had a thought the other day about Laura Owens and how I've seen multiple people in this case do the same thing that Laura Owens did. She was fine until someone told her no or asked her to stop, and then she lost her shit and went unhinged. No, it's not allegedly. It's been proven. But I've seen so many people that are like, act like your friends and they want to be your friends until you tell them not to do something or that please stop doing something, and then they lose their shit. Marcus Singh, thanks for the $4.99 super chat. And Marcus King, thank you again for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, this is like this document. Every time I open up the full document on the full docket for the other case, I get charged 90 cents. 90 cents. And it's not like they like charge my card every time. Like you get a monthly or a quarterly, I think it's a quarterly fee or like a quarterly thing. My one last time was like $43 or something like that. So I try to only pick and choose documents like the civil cover sheet. I don't need to pay 10 cents or 20 cents for something where I know it's not going to be used. So it's kind of one of those. I did update my wish list. Hold on, let me post that. I appreciate everybody who has donated. Like I appreciate you guys so much. The one thing that I do have to do is there's a couple things that I have to return because not YouTube, but Amazon actually I don't know if people literally bought things at the same time, but like I asked or I put one on the list and it let people buy two. So I don't know how that happened, but even though that will be like, even though I may return somebody's gift, it will be put towards a new chair or the sound panels or something. So yeah, in reality, it's a cheap investment in content. It is. Like, that's why I don't have a problem with doing it, but it is one of those things of like, that's one of the reasons that I pay for all the documents myself, is I don't ever want to be accused of using someone for legal documents. Like or like, that's why I like to search things myself and I like to do it myself, because I don't like to ever be accused of using somebody else, even though I would never do that. I don't want to ever be even the thought or the appearance that I'm using somebody else for documents. Hey, Alu, how are you? Member for 2 months. Thank you. Hope you are loving your new home. Congrats. Yeah, I cooked for the first time in this kitchen, and it's so much more enjoyable to cook in a kitchen when you actually like the kitchen you're cooking in. Like, dishes seem to be more enjoyable. Like everything is just seem to everything just seems more enjoyable. So yeah, receipt showed 2. Yeah. So I did. Yeah, it was one of those things of like, if stop apologizing for having wood. Well, technically it's the luxury vinyl plank. Yeah, I always look things up, but not federal. Can't afford it. It's cheap. Yeah. I am not getting that recovery attic set up. That dude has, how he's done that, I don't know. Hey, King Paco, I am okay. How are you? We have electric, but you know what? It's okay. Gas might be better to cook with, but at the same time, I have less risk of a fire. So I'm okay with that. And having a toddler, less risk of a fire is kind of a really good thing in my book. Cynthia, member for 5 months. I'll brag about my membership time too. And I love you guys. Thank you. You were some of my first. You were my first members ever. Yeah, his setup is insanely awesome. I would love to get a stream deck eventually. I would love to get a stream deck eventually, but it's kind of one of those things where, like, right now we have more pressing issues than me getting buttons. Plus, I would need Brad to help me with that, because Brad is my go-to IT guy. So anyway, with that note, I have to get going. I have to get going to work. I just thought it was 2 panels. I'm not one to buy home stuff. It comes with 2 panels. So the like each panel was 50% of the cost. So there's 2 in there. I'm going to end up returning one, which is fine because I don't have the need for 2 of them, but I will return the one. So y'all have a great day. Jeff, I will, if you can DM me either on Twitter or X or on Discord, and we will talk about that. If you were the one who bought both of them, I will just return it and you can get a refund. If somebody bought 2, if somebody accidentally bought one and you only bought one and then somebody else bought one, then I'll just, 2 different people. But if you accidentally bought 2 of them, I'm going to return one and you can get a refund, because I'm not going to take double your money. So I'm not that kind of a, I'm not that kind of a person. So are you sure? Like, I'm just not going to be that, we not that kind of person to, when it comes to money and people, So I was talking to my sister-in-law the other day, and she was like, I got a gift card from my mother-in-law a couple of years ago for a gift for somebody else. And apparently I made a big deal of it, and I had an attitude, even though I volunteered to do it. But it was like, she made a big deal about the money. And it was like, no, I just like to make sure that when someone gives me $25 to get a $25 gift card, that the gift card that I'm giving them is actually $25. Like, I did not steal your money. So I kind of like that with y'all too, in the fact of like, I know you meant to purchase one. If you accidentally purchased two, I will return one. Not do an exchange, but I will return it so you can get your money back. So Karen Reed trial with that prosecutor is a slime ball, reminds me of Bruce. Ugh. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I am not streaming. I did say I was going to stream tomorrow night. We're going to do the trial, the CNN Zach Young trial. You have an attitude. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's one of the buttons I want. It's thank you so much. I will see if I can redirect you guys to anybody. This morning redirects were not working. Now redirects are working. So we will go over to Danny on Direct is covering the Karen Reed hearing part 2. So tell Danny on Direct I said hello. And y'all have a great day. I am going to go to work. I will see you tomorrow morning. I am going to be doing another part of the FAA lawsuit where people are suing the FAA over not being hired for air traffic controllers based on the fact that they were my color. There was not enough diversity, so they were not hired. Even though there is an air traffic control shortage. So this lawsuit is back from 2015. I am doing part 3 of it tomorrow, and I will tag in the description of the video parts 1 and 2. But right now, I got to go to work. Y'all have a great night. Tell Danny I said hi, and I hope she's doing well. Bye, guys.